here with you, and I'm here for an unboxing of something that I purchased while going to the US. I had not been for like a very long time, but it was my sister-in-law's funeral. So we went to Monson, Massachusetts, and to her funeral, and stayed in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. And while we were there, the place where we were staying at was public house, and they have this tiny little store. Well, it's not so tiny, but it's called Sadie's Green Curiosity Shop, and it has like amazing things, like so many different type of things, all kinds of crystals, all kinds of goodies. And one of the things that I picked up was this here, which is a tarot set. I've already started using it. And one of the things that it has all kinds of cats on it, and just such fun images, and I just had to get it. And it's funny because while I was there, I did the draw, and it said that I needed some time off, which I knew I needed. So it was kind of funny that that's one of the things that it said. I also got this here for my studio because I love dragonflies, and they have a special meaning for me. So now I'm gonna keep the tissue paper, and I'm gonna reuse it. But this was the dragonfly that I got. It's all rusted, but it's just really cool. So I'm gonna hang it on the wall. And the other thing I got from there was this here, which is Seasons of the Moon, and it gives all the different names for all the different full moons. So very cool, because I always love to learn more about the moon. And one of the things that I'd learned was that in June there was the strawberry moon, and I didn't know about that name. So when I saw this book and it had all the different explanation of what the moons mean, like for example the strawberry moon, it was named that way because the Algonquin tribes, among others, called June full moon the strawberry moon because it marked the time of the year when the wild strawberries were ripe. In Europe, it was called the rose moon for the season when the roses are in bloom. So I thought it was very interesting to have this book. So that's going to go into my book of studies. And then when we came back, we left Montreal and we went directly to Mass, and it was 5.5 hours, but obviously the Saturday was quite emotional. And so when we left on Sunday, we had decided that we were gonna take it slow and drive back, but then stop somewhere on the way. We didn't really know where we were gonna stop, but on the way down we stopped at Lake George to eat a quick bite, and it's a region that we've never been. We usually would go on the Burlington, like on Vermont sides, like to Burlington. We've never been to Lake George, and we saw that it was really beautiful. So we decided that on the way back we would stop there, and that's what we did. And before we left Massachusetts, Sturbridge actually, we did go to Yankee Candle, and they had a huge sale. Oh, I cannot go to Yankee Candle without purchasing like the store. It's really bad. I love candles, I really do, and I do use them a lot. And and they had this huge sale where instead of being the big candles, instead of being $31, they were $12 each. So you can imagine that I just had to get a few. So we got that, but I didn't bring with me here for the haul. However, the other thing that I discovered when we got to Lake George, we stopped at I forget what the name of the hotel is. I think it's Radisson Inn, and it's right next to Six Flags. But on the road to get there, it was the cheapest hotel I could find. Well, not the cheapest, but the one that had the best rating for the cheapest, if I could say that. Because I wanted to make sure that, obviously, that we were still have a good night. But on the way there, I saw that they had a Hobby Lobby. And I've never been to a Hobby Lobby, ever. So I see all these hauls on YouTube, but I've never been. So I was really, really excited to go and check it out. And next to the Hobby Lobby, they had a TJ Maxx. Actually went in the TJ Maxx and got out without purchasing anything whatsoever, which is very surprising because that never happens to me usually. But I just couldn't find anything. However, at the Hobby Lobby, I did find quite a few things. I found few accessories for my garden because they were all for 40 or 50% off because it was spring stuff that was on sale. And then I went to the clearance section as well. Before I get to the clearance section, I got this here, which I forgot to give to my son. It was on special, and I just thought it would be really cute in his kitchen. So I love you to the Death Star and back. He loves Star Wars, and so I got that for him. But like I said, I forgot to give it to him. And then I got a bunch of stuff that was on clearance. Oh, I also got this here because this was also on sale, and it is the same. Angela gave me a portion of one of her mats, but I never seen a full mat again. And I do, like, I have the little the portion that Angela gave me in my craft space, but I don't have any more in the place where I do the mixed media stuff. Because I have one bit. So when I saw this, I just had to get it, and this was also 40 or 50% off, so definitely worth picking up. And then in the clearance, they had a bunch of happy planners. Obviously, the season, like, this is January to December 2022, but I use these for making other types of books. You've seen me talk about using one of the planners for my tarot reading. And I mean, just the discs themselves are expensive. And this was $8.24. Then this was $6.99. So I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Start living your dreams. I love also the tabs. So I can reuse the tabs, and I can just color this up. One thing too that I use these books for is to document my trips. So I want to create one where I'm going to document all the little trips that we take this summer, because we were supposed to go camping. My husband will probably go camping. I'm not sure I will be able to because of the fact that I'm alone at work, and it's our year end. Our year end is this weekend actually, so we need to get ready for the auditors. So I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to take vacation this summer, but I'm hoping to take a few little weekends here and there. And like, for example, in May I went to see my grandmother in Quebec City, so I'd like to document that trip that we took for 2 days, and then the trip that we went to the US, I could document that as well, because when we were at Lake George, we did visit a bit, so it'd be nice to put the picture somewhere and to just take note. And so I want to use one of those for that. Then I got this one. This one was also $6.99, and then this one was $8.24. So I just thought they were such great deals, and like I said, just finding the disc is a good deal. Then they had these here, which was $2.24, which is just paper, and this one is the folders. So it's for the big planner. They didn't have any for the small planner, however, but that's okay. My husband got himself this, which is a white pen for all surface. Then I told my husband, I'm never ever, like, tell me if I ever buy paper again, I never need to buy paper again. And of course, I find this here, which was a Christmas paper. It's 20 designs, 60 sheets, and it was $5.49. So I just had to get it. I mean, it's Christmas. I use Christmas stuff all the time. My husband's like, but you told me to tell you never to buy paper again. I'm like, yeah, but I'm still getting it. So he was a bit discouraged, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I'm sure that you guys understand me, and I'm hoping to make some journals this year because I didn't make any last year. I still had 2 left, and now I have 1 left in my stash of items to sell. So I would like to make some more. Then I also found this, which I thought was great for picture taking for my Etsy store. So if I have any rings or anything that goes on a finger, or you know, even a bracelet or something, I can use this. And it's a very strong one, so I thought it was a really nice quality and wasn't expensive, which was surprising because usually they're more expensive. And then there was this as well. These were $4.49 instead of $17.99, and those are all stickers, books. So I use these to make cards, and so yeah, I had to get them. And then I got to the Tim Holtz section, and they had 40% off on the Tim Holtz, and I was good. I didn't buy as much. I bought myself a little pair of scissors. I didn't have the small ones. I had big ones like this, but I didn't have small ones, so I wanted the small ones. So I got those. Then I got some more of the, I got these 2 here, the Snarky and the Small Talk, because I use those all the time. So at 40% off, I thought it was a really good deal. And then I had never seen these ones. I haven't used these, so I figured I needed them in my life. And so I got the 2 packs that were there. I think I cleared up. They only have like the 4, and maybe they had a few more of this, but I thought 2 was sufficient. But these, I think they were the last ones, and I got them. And then I got some of these, but I didn't, I was good because I only bought 2. They had tickets and they had all sorts of other things, but I didn't get any of the other ones. So I was, I believe, quite good, actually. So that's my haul from the US trip that I took. It was strange leaving the country. It had been since December 2019 that we left the country to go anywhere. We've got our 4 dose of vaccines, and we were careful and hand washing and doing all the things. But it was just very strange. And you can see that that some of the sections, like for example Lake George, where they live with a lot because of the tourists, a lot, and they haven't had them for a long time, and so they're not quite set up yet for all the tourists to come back, because we stopped at a restaurant after taking a boat tour, and they were actually out of beer. So obviously, clearly now that the nice weather has started and the borders are open, people are starting to go down again, but they're not used to it yet, so they're not quite ready. Plus they seem to be missing a lot of staff, but that's the case everywhere. Here too, like restaurants don't have enough staff. Everybody's looking for people. I don't know what happened to people during COVID, in the sense that everybody seems to be missing employees, so I don't know. Either people decided to take an early retirement, or I have no clue, but it was really quite something to see how the restaurants were really having difficulty finding staff, and you could sense it when you're there trying to get served. So yeah, so that's it. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and to know about the paper. Do you do that too? Do you tell your husband, don't let me buy any more paper, and then you go and find some? That sounds special. I was good. I didn't buy anything else. I didn't buy any other paper, but I mean at $5.49 for this big pack, I just kind of couldn't resist. So yeah, love you guys. See you soon. Bye.